Hello guys and welcome to my channel. I hope you're doing great and you're going to join me for some action in Grand Prix Legends tonight. I'm going to drive in the first round of UKGPL's season 44 with the 9055 mod in the Works division. We are at the Assen circuit, the old layout, and I'm going to drive with the Maserati 250F. It's a very new thing for me. I've not experienced the 50s mode before, 55 mode, and I only have about maybe 25-30 laps of practice, and I'm still getting used to the way the brakes fade and how to take the corners, how to preserve the brakes, and how to be consistent, which is the biggest difficulty. But let's see how this race goes. I'm not having big expectations because even if I manage a good lap here and there, it's not so easy to be consistent and to not make mistakes and to not go off and crash. Let's see. Everything looks correct. I changed for this mod because the cars are very narrow. I changed to a little bit lower field of view and also moved my camera further back through the head movement application. Also, the force feedback is stronger on these cars, so I lowered the force a little bit. And let's see, the server should be up for some practice, I think. Qualifying starts in about 30 minutes from now. Oh, we have two servers, okay. Nobody on the server at the moment. Interesting. Oh, the ping is showing 9,000. Let's see if I can join. Maybe I'll have some issues. I haven't tested joining the server yet, but let's try. Oh, before that, let me add the channel. I added it before, but for some reason it's not memorizing the channel. I don't know why. There we go. Okay, let's try to join the server. Why am I with the gold helmet? I hope everything works correct with connecting to the server. Let's try again. Now it worked. I didn't even check how many laps we have to do for the actual race, but I'll calculate it eventually when the server restarts. Oh, few on the server. Okay, so my best is 257.3, but it was a very good lap, and I'm still about maybe a second off the best times I've seen, maybe even more. So I'm not so hopeful for qualifying, but if I can somehow make it through the race without crashing, I'll be happy. Okay, let's do some laps. The green light, the green indicator you see is about the brakes. If it's green, they're cooled down and can be used. But if it goes yellow, then the braking force is reduced, and from yellow to red, when you almost completely lose the brakes, it's a very quick progression. So basically, the moment I have yellow brakes or red brakes, I have almost no brakes, or no brakes at all. For a good qualifying lap, I need to just wait, let me check something. I need to just save the brakes on the opening lap, or the lap before the actual flying lap, and then try to not to make any mistakes during the flying lap. That's basically the goal. I'm not sure about my braking bias. Sometimes I'm locking the front, sometimes the rear. I'm too used to applying some throttle under braking, but with this car you really need to be very quick under braking and then stop braking, because you overheat the brakes. It would have really helped if I had an H pattern shifter, so I can directly go into the gear for the corner, but the way I am now, I have to go through all the gears, which isn't helping. I try to make the setup a little bit more oversteer on entry, so when I let the car roll, it can turn easier on its own. And then for the exits, I'm using a less differential lock and more rear camber to keep the rear stable. Also a lot of coast, just to prevent spinning or sliding too much on entry. The car has really strong braking power as long as the indicator is green, but after that it gets really bad once you overheat them. And they cool down so slow, even on this kind of track with long straights. I wonder how it's going to be on more twisty tracks. Of course, I think it depends on the car as well. Some cars don't overheat the brakes as much, at least from what I've heard. I think I need to move the brake bias just a little bit more to the front at the moment, so I can brake easier without having to balance with the throttle. There we go, yellow now, which is not good before the start of the line lap. So let's try not to use the brakes almost until the end of this lap. Yeah, if you let it roll too much without pressing the throttle or brake, it just understeers wide. Yeah, something like this. I need to just jab the brakes and dab the brakes. Dab the brakes and release the brake pedal fast. Otherwise they're going to overheat too quickly. Only the very slow corners from fast straights I can use the brake more, and should use the brake more. For example here. And see, it's already yellow. You need to plan ahead on which corner you need more brake power. And I still don't know even the track that well. Not exactly. Sometimes I mess up which corner is coming, where the braking point is. You need to turn very early to just make sure the car drifts as it's decelerating without going off. This corner here, very tricky because it tightens so much on the exit. Also, if you drift too much, you overheat the rears. That's also an issue. There, no brakes now. Okay, this in second gear. So yeah, basically we have about 2 strong braking zones. And this is here maybe the slowest corner. You really need to brake early without functioning brakes. So much understeer if you just let it roll without any throttle or brake. If possible, it's best to just apply a little bit of throttle to keep the car going forward instead of sideways. Yeah, third gear is too short for this one, the final corner. Now, the second fly lap is going to be worse because I don't have brakes almost at the moment. Even though it's green, it's almost after red, yellow, so I need to brake earlier. There are no brakes. The problem is once you lose the brakes, how do you keep the car going straight? It's wobbling so much. You really need to keep it in a straight line before you lose the brakes. Otherwise, it's very tricky. Okay, this was a 58, not bad. Yeah, maybe I'll make it 54. I'm not sure. But let's try. I wonder if we have front and rear brakes overheating separately from each other. And maybe what happens is the fronts overheat first, and that's why the car begins to wobble so much. But I'm not sure if that's how it's modeled. I just need to make sure I'm going straight when I'm braking and the brakes fade. Otherwise, it's very risky. Pee-wee is very quick through the corners, it seems. He wasn't so quick on the straight, but in the corners that car he's driving seems to be really fast. This on Camber corner, very picky as well. And Evil joining the server. My teammate in Hikiwaza from long ago. Now, I want to save the brake for the flying lap. So let's just let fuel through. Okay, it's again red though. It's impossible to preserve it in such a long braking zone. The engine doesn't have enough braking power. Oh, fuel is going slow as well. Is he waiting for me? Maybe he was just waiting for me earlier and not really slow on the straight. Yeah, I guess so. I wonder if my fifth gear is long enough for slipstreaming. Maybe not so much. I'm sacrificing some speed with my setup on entry, but my focus is to get an early and smooth exit. To compensate for the early braking. I guess that corner is okay to cut like that. Oh, too late on the brake. This is not good for the rear cars, sliding around like that. I need to recover some brake before the big braking zone now coming. Yeah, I'm not going to have much of a brake here, so I need to brake earlier. It's down to second gear, lower revs. Let's be careful here as well now. Once he's catching up a little bit. Maybe he saved the brake from earlier. I guess I can brake later here, but I'm being a little bit more cautious. Very tricky final corner, very narrow. Let's try to do a second lap. I always make mistakes on the second lap in succession with the fading brakes. Yeah, this is what happens. It's like you're suddenly lifting off the brakes when they fade away. It happens too suddenly. Instead of a gradual fade, it's almost immediate loss of braking power. Maybe not so realistic, but that's how it is. Oh, I forgot. I forgot about the corner here. Okay. Yeah, doing a full race is going to be very difficult. Oh, I didn't improve. Oh, okay, I improved just by a little. Yeah, but I like the brake bias. I'm going to leave it like this for now. I think for a fading brakes, maybe I even need it more to the front. But when the brakes are working, it's too much. I need to test. I've tried about 59 before, bias, but it was locking the front so easy. Oh, what is this? Okay. Guess because I haven't joined the server with the 55 mode before. Yeah, maybe I should try 56 or 57 bias and then just be careful when the brake is working, not to lock the fronts. I'm not sure if it's going to make a difference though, for when the brakes are faded. We'll see. Again, the channel is missing. Why is this happening? I don't know. Is it without a password? And Dimi in the chat. Yeah, whenever Igor closes, it doesn't keep the channel. I'm surprised we are not seeing more people, but maybe it's early for them. We have plenty of time. I think 45 minutes of qualifying, which is starting in about 9 minutes. Oh, I forgot the password. I need to check the password. Let me see. Grosh. Okay. Grosh. I guess Dimi hasn't started his stream yet. He's just about to start soon. But I wanted to do a few more laps before qualifying. At least in this series, we don't have to get back to the pits like in OAO, so it's going to be easier to do more attempts. Okay, I guess I need to wait for the server to appear. It went down a little bit sooner than I expected. No problem. Let's check the cars inside the game, by the way, while we wait for the server. $255 horsepower, 691 kilograms. I think this is the car Fanju and Moss maybe drove, or maybe it's just Fanju, I'm not sure. No, actually, yeah, it was Fanju and Moss. I remember from the Monaco Grand Prix I watched a few days ago. Ferrari. Oh, Ferrari. More powerful and lighter chassis. But I don't think they had good results that year. The ones here, very powerful and also lighter. Daimler Benz, even more powerful, but very heavy, quite heavy. Oh, another Mercedes SL. The same specs, but wheelbase is different. And another Ferrari as well. Van Wall. Gordini. Gordini very low on power. And much lighter but very low on power compared to the rest. This one as well. Okay. Oh, now it remembers the chat. Okay. Okay, still waiting. It should be up any moment now. I don't know why the delay. Okay, Dimi is saying the server show up on his side, so once it refreshes on my end, we are going to see them. Let's wait a little bit more. Ah, there they are. Let's see, works. And again, it's switching to goat helmet. Why? And the Gurdini. In this championship, like always, we have a token system, and we start with 10 tokens and another 10 for the start of this race, so I have 20 tokens. And the different cars cost a different amount of tokens, so I'm using a little bit more expensive car, 12 tokens I think, the Maserati, but I want to make sure I'm not too slow to compensate for my lack of experience with the mod. It's probably not the best car around here because the brakes fade so much, but it's not slow either if I don't make stupid mistakes. Where is Dimi? Did he enter the wrong server? Is he in Privateer's server? Should I check on him on Twitch to tell him? Let me check. Oops, not this one. Oh, he's back in Igor.
Correct? Yeah. Yeah, I'm just typing the passports. Let me see. Okay, let me see. I hope I can type correctly. There we are. And now let's see if the plot is indeed correct. Because the other day at OAO, the password was not correct. Let's see. Oh, it's not yes. Oh. Once again, 45 minutes qualifying the session and 40 WAPs race. Look, by the way, Christo, about 3.5, 3.6 liters per WAP. 3.5, 3.6. Okay? And we already have plenty of drivers in the server now. I have absolutely no idea what to expect less in
Okay, let's not waste time because these 40 minutes are going to go so quickly.
3.5 to 3.6 at least with the Ferrari. At least with the Ferrari. My best walk time was 3:05 with the race. Well, now let's see if I can go even faster with less fuel on
Okay. Let me close Twitch and back to the chat. Now, I think I should just go for qualifying and test for the race, maybe after a few attempts. Once I'm happy, maybe if I can repeat my best or something like that, then I can switch to testing for the race. Just trying to save the brake as much as possible on the opening lap so I can have a fast flying lap. I think the tires are going to be fine, even after just a single lap, because it's a long lap with many corners. They should be warm enough to push on the flying lap. Also, I noticed if I just press the brakes a little bit, it's not that bad in terms of brake fade, but I'm not entirely sure if it makes actually a difference. Maybe I'm just imagining things. I really need more experience with the mod and the cars to figure it out. And it's not always possible for me to follow the light on the dashboard when I'm concentrating in the corner. When is it going yellow, red, back to yellow, back to green? Yeah, maybe like this, just pressing a little bit the brake. I wish we had more engine braking though. The car is just rolling without losing almost any speed. Okay. Let's now try to have a good lap. We have to take the final corner without any braking almost. And a good exit for the long straight. I'm also not sure about the engine reliability of this car and to what RPM I should go. I'm just using almost the whole range. Oh my god. Yeah, I switched down to first gear too quickly. This is the first time I'm blowing the engine, by the way. I've not blown it before. So a little bit surprising, but I guess using the gears to slow down is not so good an idea. Should I make fifth longer? Let me think. I'm using fourth for the final corner. I can't really make it... I could make third shorter. Longer, I mean, but... then the second to third is going to be a big gap. Let's just make fifth a little bit longer and see how it is. I was trying too much to use the brake, the gear change to slow down the car. That's the problem. I read some comments about 7000 RPM for the Maserati, but it's always going above 7000, so I'm not sure if it's necessary to make the final gear so long. Trying to warm up the tires before the flying attempt. Yeah, but definitely for the race I should look after the engine, it seems. Even though in practice I never blew up. Maybe I was just lucky. I think this braking zone could be done in 2 steps. First down to third or something, then straighten the car, go left, and brake again for down to second gear. Otherwise, if I just keep braking all the time, the brakes are fading away too fast. But I guess I have to experiment when I test with a race fuel. Maybe even on the flying attempt as well now. Okay. Let's try to make it right this time. A little bit slow to the final corner, but no problem. A very tricky here with no brakes almost. There is not really a specific braking point. Yeah, no brakes. But it worked out okay, I guess. Yeah, no choice here but to brake very hard. and use up all the brakes remaining. Too much understeer in the middle of the corner. Oh, a little bit too quick. I guess I'll just keep going, even though the brakes are now worse for the second flying lap. Someone behind very quick though. The tires are definitely better, but the brakes are not. So I'm not sure. Oh, too fast, too fast. I always forget this corner you need to brake more. It's faster on the entry, but the exit is tighter. Yeah, whoever is this behind me is quicker, for sure. My guess is I did maybe 58 again. I guess I need to stay in second gear here. But my second is a little bit short for that corner. Okay, I want to keep going. I want to keep going, even though I don't think I improved. But I managed a low 58, which isn't too bad, I guess. I want to keep going just to practice for the race with fade brakes, even though I'm not with race fuel. But also to see with warmed up tires how is the balance. And also to check the fuel consumption as well, by the way. I wonder if I should open the differential a little bit on the coast side. It's understeering a little bit too much on entry. Even though it's easier to drive. As I don't have to worry about losing the rear end. But it's just a little bit slower. Oh, too fast, too fast, too fast. The camber there saving me. Yeah, this kind of understeer is what I'm talking about. Okay, let's stay in second this time. In second, just a little bit too short. Oh, I managed a 57 on the previous lap, and maybe this one is better. It felt good. Let's check. Oh, come on, stop. I want to check the temps as well. And the fuel consumption. Okay. Wow, he did a 56.5. Oh, I did manage to improve by quite a lot. Personal best. I guess it helps to have the tires warmed up. Maybe I can warm the tires, save the brakes, and then push. Now let's see, I did 4 laps. With the opening lap, 4 laps I think. How much fuel? 23, 14. About 3.5. About 3.5. Okay. Let's see. What can we do? What can we do to make it a little bit quicker? Maybe I can try and see what happens. And I think I'm going to go with just a little bit of rear toe. Oh yeah, let's change the gears as well. I'm going to make 50 even longer. Maybe not for qualifying, but for the race, if I don't forget. Let's make second longer. Just a little bit. And third as well. And maybe even first. Okay, let's save it. This one is my best now. Anything else? I think the brake bias was good this time. I was more consistent. Actually, let me do something. What was my time? 57. 18. Okay. Okay, so how to approach this? So I have warm tires and cold brakes. I think I can push one flying lap, then the second flying lap I can ease off. And then for the third flying lap and the last, I think, in the session. Actually, let's see if we have time. 20 minutes. Yeah, should be plenty of time. I won't have time to test for the race though. This is a problem. But I guess I'll just go with the setup the way it is and maybe make a fifth gear longer for slipstreaming, and it should be enough. And then just adapt to the balance in the race. I don't know if this longer first is going to be good for the start of the race, but it should be better for driving. Even if the start is not so good, it's not a big deal. I don't mind. Let's use the new third in the final corner. Wow, I think he did a 55 now. He improved further. No way. I'm not that quick. Yeah, it seems if you press the brakes less, you can brake later. You can brake for longer, I mean. The tires are not properly warmed though. I'm going to ease off now. Let's do another attempt. The problem is if you ease off to save the brakes, you cool down the tires as well. But yeah, I could brake much later there in turn 1. Or is it turn 3? I'm not sure. How they count the turns. I don't like this longer second in some of the corners now, but maybe it's better overall. Let's try again. A little bit sliding too much, which is not good for the rear tires. But I'll worry about it after the run. Okay, I think this was a really good lap. I'm going to stop after this one and check the time, the temps, and think about the run. 56.67, I'm happy with this one. Maybe I can improve by a few tenths, but I don't know how he does the 55. But I'm happy with this one, yeah. Not going to bother with more qualifying attempts. Oh, the temps are quite good for the tires. Very even and good pressures as well. Thank you very much, John. I was just thinking, who may that be in the chat? But I remembered. Yeah, I was maybe a little bit not very clean to some corners, but overall I'm happy with the time. Now let's think about the gears. Second and third are okay for some corners, not so good in other corners. But I wonder with more fuel. Maybe with more fuel it's going to be good. Especially the final corner in third and Second is going to be a little bit too long. Yeah, it's quite tough on the brakes. Yeah, I was thinking actually, should I use so much toe in at the rear? It's definitely helping to use more coast to keep the rear stable, but it's causing some understeer on throttle, so I'm not sure. Yeah, I need to test with fuel. I cannot judge otherwise. Now let's save this one. 56, 67. And now let's calculate the fuel. 14 laps. Okay, so 49 fuel liters, but I need to put a little bit more. I guess I'm going to put 53. Yeah. So I guess it's not much more than what I was running. In terms of weight, it's going to be just double the amount I was running. Oh, I see. The name is a little bit different. Okay. Yeah, let's try like this and see how long the 50 is out of the... Not out of the final corner, but on the straight down towards the turn, the first turn. Yeah, 50 is a little bit long now, so maybe I'll go back to the way it was. If the guy in front disappears because he's too fast, I may be racing on my own without the need for slipstream. There is a moment in the inside of the corners when it changes to understeer too much. Yeah, past a certain point with the steering wheel before I accelerate, and then on acceleration it's snapping a little bit, but I don't want to make the setup too aggressive with the anti-roll bar and the springs. Maybe in the future when I get more used to the cars. But at the moment I think the balance is not bad overall. I can feel the car has more potential to take the corners a little bit quicker, but it would require more risky approach with the setup. And driving something like this, sliding more, overheating the rears maybe. Let's see the top speed now with the longer fifth. If it's yeah, it's a little bit lower, about 2 kilometers slower, or maybe 1 kilometer now with the fuel. So maybe it's too long now, at least without slipstream. I think I can also make fourth gear shorter, so I can use it in the final corner, but again it's going to create a gap between fourth and fifth, which I don't like that much. This is going to be a tough race, even though it's not that long, but a lot of work with this car. Just to stay focused and not make mistakes. Okay, I'm going to go with shorter fifth and shorter fourth gear. Because even if I take the final corner in third, when I change to fourth it jumps too much. But now the gap between fourth and fifth is again too much. Yeah. I guess I'm going to keep it the way it is. Okay, guys. I don't know, John, earlier I blew an engine when I was braking for turn 1. And by turn 1 I mean the first slow corner. I changed down to first too fast and suddenly the engine blew. So I don't know. I have no idea if we need to keep it lower revs to save the engine, or we can use the whole rev range. Oh wait, there are more people driving. Let's not chat yet. And Dimi driving, let's watch him for a little bit. In his Ferrari Tipo, I think. But yeah, I'm going to take this off because even though it's quite cold here, it's getting warm racing. Oh, he spun. He spun around. He just wanted to stop, or maybe he just made a mistake. Okay. Yeah. I hope to just survive, and if I can take a podium, I'll be happy with it. There's no way I can challenge for the victory. This guy is too fast. Almost 1 second quicker than me. In the same car. Okay, so starting second. I guess we are not everyone who registered, by the way. So John and Eric, you can join, guys, for the next round in the works category, I guess. Thank you. Let's see if I can survive 14 laps, 3 minutes each or something. Yeah, everything seems good. Should I use the normal procedure from neutral to first? Is it risky? I guess I'll try. Having longer first help there. Now, we still have some brakes for the first lap. I'm sure the other guy is taking it easy, Leo. He was so quick in qualifying, I don't believe he's going to be slow in the race, no way. But that was a really good start. I managed to just nail the wheel spin somehow with my first gear. By the way, this track looks like fun in some of the other mods. Imagine with the 68 or 69 cars around here. It will be very quick through some of these corners. I'm trying to save as much brake now as possible while I'm in front and before Leo closes in on me. It would help, by the way, to have him in front of me so I can see how he's taking the corners, where he's braking, and maybe figure something out that I haven't realized about how to go quicker. Or he's just a better driver in these cars. I need to think about the engine as well though. No rushed gear changes, proper lift of the throttle, just to be on the safe side. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's just taking it easy now. No way that I'm suddenly on his pace. Unless he had some huge slipstream in qualifying, but I doubt it. And it doesn't give that much of an advantage, almost 1 second. Let's also not overheat the rears too early. It's not going to help. Yes, he's closing now. I can see him. He's very quick in the first part of the lap, I think. This is not helping the rear tires, the way I took that corner. By the way, John, the league has a rule of dropping the 2 worst results. So even if you skip a race or 2, it's not a big deal. Of course, it's meant to cover retirements, not skipping races, but still, it helps with the point standings. Oh, he's really quick through this part as well. In every slow corner he's catching up. I think he's maybe using more aggressive differential to drift the car around. And he managed to recover about a second maybe, just on this previous lap. Yeah, I need to reduce the rally driving. Okay, braking a little bit early. I don't have as much brake now. Just to make sure. This corner I always enter too quick. It's very difficult to judge the braking. He seems to be carrying more speed on entry in some corners, and I don't dare brake that late. On the exits we are pretty evenly matched, but on entry he is managing to carry more speed. Okay, I think he has some slipstream now. Or maybe just about. I actually don't know how strong the slipstream is with these cars. Oh, no brakes, no brakes. I used the brakes too much on the previous lap. Almost missed the corner there. But I think it was the same for him, or maybe he just braked earlier. To not take a big chance. Maybe this is my chance if he makes a bigger mistake somewhere or misjudges the braking, the fading brakes. But the same applies to me. I need to make sure I don't mess up somewhere. Okay, this time I braked earlier. Should be better. Yeah. Again, he is so quick on entry into the slow corner. I wonder if he is preserving the brakes in different places than how I'm doing it. And that's why in some corners he's suddenly much closer to me. But then in other corners he's not closing in. Maybe the strategy with the brakes is a little bit different for both of us. So much understeer in the final corner. Okay, 10 laps to go. Yeah, this time I braked earlier, just to make sure. Oh, I see something he is doing. I'm going to try the next lap. He is exiting on the inside from the slow corner, so he can take the next one almost flat out. I lifted there, and it's losing me some time. If I don't forget, I'm going to try on the next attempt. The rear's overheating a little bit now. Also, he was taking an inside line there on entry and drifting quite. I'm taking a more conventional line on the outside. Yeah, he's doing something like this, carrying more speed on the inside and drifting quite. My wrist suddenly hurt so much. I barely held it in the corner. Getting distracted. Oh, risking the engine there. I messed up the final corner and that gave him a chance to attack. Okay, I took his line this time. Yeah, it's possible to take this one flat out if you take a more inside line there on the exit. Yeah, but my wrist is not okay. I was already experiencing some pain yesterday. Wow, the slipstream is very strong. I'm just noticing. That's how he suddenly was able to attack. Yeah, I'm out of brakes. Sorry. I thought he was going to see me and leave me some room, but nothing I could do. I wasn't trying to attack him there. I was just trying to avoid him. Didn't even brake late. I was okay for the corner. He braked too much. Oh no, Jimmy out of the race. He braked too much, I think. I wasn't carrying too much speed. I was taking the inside. Ah, shame. Because he was so fast, I think maybe he used too much brake before that to pull away, and suddenly he had no brake. So, but I also had no brake. I was just trying to brush off enough speed. Ah, this is a shame. Why didn't he restart though? I think we have shift R resets, if I'm not mistaken. He should have just let me enough room so we don't crash. Nothing I could do there. When he dived in third one, before that when he overtook me, it was a similar situation because suddenly I saw him coming and I opened the door. No point to try and squeeze him. But yeah, it wasn't my intention to attack at all. And unfortunately, even though we made a very small contact, it resulted in a very bad collision response. Yeah, I think my wrist hurts because I'm driving with one hand. And I haven't driven with one hand for so long that I'm just out of practice. And Leo is out of the race, yeah. I saw him quit. Behind me. Exiting the track, I mean. Well, apologies to Leo, but it wasn't anything I could do. It's a shame because I was just looking forward to see if I can keep up with him. I guess I'm going to receive a penalty for that collision. And I'll deserve it, I guess, but it wasn't intentional at all. Oh no. Yeah, I'm just not focused now. And the wrist is getting worse as well. I wonder if I have some damage from the impact. The car is not feeling so good. It's understeering and at the same time snapping out at the rear. Yeah, I cannot recover the brakes now at all. Running out of brakes much earlier. But I guess it's the same for Phil in front of me and everyone else. Yeah, even in this corner running out of brake much earlier than before. I was thinking of going to the inside there, but it was too risky. I wasn't close enough. Let's just wait for the straight. Even though the cuts are very narrow, you're not really sure how much gap you have with the car next to you. Oh my god, I'm risking the engine, but the car isn't stopping, that's why. I wasn't sure where he was again. The sound is deceiving, like it's the other car is much closer. Oh, stop. Oh, my rears are quite hot now. Sliding all over the place. Bill was really fast through some of those corners, but suddenly fell behind. Very strange. Again, I think both him and Leo are using the brakes in different corners than I am. Maybe it's quicker that way, I don't know. Okay, 2 laps to go. Okay, the final lap. Let's just get to the end. Well, victory, but not a happy victory because of what happened with Leo. Apologies. He deserved to win, he was quicker. And I just wanted to follow him close for the slipstream, not attack there. Thank you, John, thank you. I'm very happy with my driving at the end in the final 2 laps. I managed to figure out some things and the car was sliding more, but I could use that in my advantage. But yeah, shame about that incident. It ruined a good battle. And I'm expecting to be penalized and my victory to be taken away, but I don't mind. I don't mind because... yeah, almost managed to improve even though the tires were quite overheating. And I had no brakes almost. And 9 people finishing the race. Let's wait for Donny to finish the race. Yeah, I know what you mean. With some cars in Richard Burns Rally, I'm the same. So I avoid driving them. Okay. Okay, save the replay. Yeah, it was nice. It was nice to drive, but I hope next time when I race, I'm not sure which race I'm going to enter, but maybe the second one we'll see. Next time I'm going to have a better performance without crashing into anyone. No, Dimi retired. I noticed him quitting the server. There he is, 9 laps behind. I don't know what happened to him. Maybe an incident or something. Okay, just waiting for the server to switch. So I can take a screenshot of the newspaper. I wonder which race we are at next. Oh, did I do it? I hope so. Let's check which one is the next race. Oh, Brands Hatch. This is going to be so difficult. You have to constantly brake for those sweeping bends. I guess I'm going to go with a slower car, because now I used more tokens than I gained. Let's see, I had 20 and used 12, so I'm going to have 8 remaining, 18. Okay, so I can still take a fast car, but maybe I need a car which doesn't work the brakes as much as the Maserati. Yeah, you have to judge the brakes, but I really thought he was braking at the same point as me, but then he slowed down so much to make the corner, and I was carrying enough speed to take the corner without going wide, so I don't know. It was really surprising there. He opened the door and then closed the door, and it going too slow for the corner. At least that's how it felt. But yeah, it's going to be very difficult to make sure you're not behind someone when you run out of brakes. Otherwise... And if someone attacks you like that, you have to leave them space. You cannot just close the door and hope to survive. Better to just let them go through. Let them drift wide if they have to. And then pass on the inside. Yeah, let's see. Turn 1, for sure braking. Turn 2, braking. Turn 3, braking. A lot of braking points, and sometimes going downhill as well. So yeah, that's going to be very tricky. Interesting. But okay, guys, I'm going to stop now and rest. And thank you, John, for chatting and watching, and everyone else. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I don't know when is the next race. Let me check. It is on February the 14th. So about 3 weeks to go. Plenty of time. So yeah, until then, maybe I'll do RBR after some days of rest. I don't know. We'll see. I need to see how my wrist recovers as well. But yeah, this is for now. Have a nice evening and have a good week next week. And see you again next time. Bye bye.